This is a CJD News Special Report. Now reporting, CJ Duke.
Good evening. We are now 10 minutes away from the launch of NASA Artemis 2 mission, a mission that will mark the first time in more than half a century humans travel beyond low Earth orbit. Now, this is a historic countdown from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, and just moments ago, NASA has officially confirmed a go for launch. All major systems, propulsion, avionics, guidance, navigation, weather, and range safety have reported green across the board. The crew is strapped inside the Orion spacecraft, the launch system is fully fueled, and the final checks are complete. What you are looking at is the culmination of years of engineering, training, and preparation. The Artemis 2 crew, Commander Ray Wiseman, Pilot Victor Glover, Mission Specialist Christina Kolsch, and Mission Specialist Jeremy Hansen are seated inside Orion, awaiting the start of the final automated sequence. These next 10 minutes will be some of the most complex and tightly choreographed moments in modern spaceflight. At T-minus 10 minutes, the countdown will resume. From this point forward, the rocket itself takes over. Every major step, from engine shutdown to transition to internal power, to the retraction of the crew access arm, will all be controlled automatically by the launch computer. There are no more pulls, no more holds, no more manual interventions that we know. This is the moment where everything the teams have prepared for comes together. Over the next several minutes, you will see crew's access arm swing away from the spacecraft, clearing the path for launch. You will see the SLS core stage engines begin their chill-down process, preparing them for ignition. You will see the rocket transition to internal power, meaning the vehicle is now running on its own systems. And then you will hear the final calls from the launch director and the flight director as they hand over control to the automated launch sequence. For those of you joining us, we have been on air for more than 5 hours, bringing you continuous coverage of this historic event. And now, as we enter the final 10 minutes before liftoff, we will stay with the countdown live, without interruption, all the way through launch. The feed that you are currently looking at is at the Kennedy Space Center, broadcasted by the official NASA channel. This is a historic moment. All major news outlets are reporting it. And as you see, some engines are currently on and preparing for T-minus 10 minutes to begin counting down and that rocket on your screen to go up. They are currently doing more communication checks and communicating, preparing for the final 10 minutes. And then the final 10 minutes will begin. This is a 2-hour window, 6:24 p.m. to 8:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is currently 6:18 p.m., and we are under checks and verifications as the final T-minus 10 minutes will begin momentarily.
All right,
Just said by the director.
Go for the poll.
Go for the poll. Once again, go for the poll.
And for all personnel, this is the NTD conducting the Artemis 2 launch readiness check. Verify ready to resume count and go for launch. OTC.
OTC is go.
STC.
STC is go.
GTC.
C's go.
MCO.
CO's go.
Safety console.
The safety console is go.
LPE.
LP's go.
RTD.
RTD's go.
Houston flight.
Houston flight is go.
ROC.
Rock is go.
And CDR.
Crew is go.
Copy that. Thank you, Reed. And Launch Director NTD, our launch team is ready to proceed at this time.
All right, NTD, I copy all. At this time, I'll perform my poll. Attention all Manette. This is the launch director performing the final poll for launch. Verify no constraints and go for launch. EGS, Program Chief Engineer.
Artemis Chief Engineers are go.
Copy, thank you. EGS, Chief Safety Officer.
The Artemis CSOs are go.
Copy, thank you. Range Weather.
Launch weather is go.
Thank you, LWO. And Artemis MMT Chair.
MMTs go.
Thank you, John. And Integrity Launch Director.
Good to hear your voice, Charlie. PLT. Thank you, Charlie. This is Victor. We are going for our families. MS1.
This is Christina. We are going for our teammates.
MS2. This is Jeremy. We are going for all humanity. All right, Charlie, your Artemis 2 crew is go for launch. Full send.
I copy that. Reed, Victor, Christina, and Jeremy. On this historic mission, you take with you the heart of this Artemis team, the daring spirit of the American people and our partners across the globe, and the hopes and dreams of a new generation. Good luck. Godspeed, Artemis 2. Let's go.
As you just heard, Artemis 2 go/no-go poll. Everyone has said go.
You have a go to proceed with countdown.
Copy that. I'll put it in work.
We have a go to
CDR
proceed.
NTD.
We have a go to proceed with T-minus
Advisors,
countdown.
Initiate short purge per your EPROC 10.1.1, steps 8 and 9.
10.1.1, 8, and 9 going to work.
Copy. CVSE NTD, start and verify recordings of our Orion cameras.
Copy.
Okay. Well, there you heard it.
RSR NTD.
RSR.
They're getting ready to start terminal count.
They are about to start terminal count. This is the final 10 minutes we are waiting for. All outlets are in a special report. This is a historic moment. We will continue listening to the Artemis coverage from NASA and let you know live updates as they come. But as you heard, the go/no-go
You heard
poll.
an issue, worked in real time with telemetry lock on the Orion. It was transitory.
We all heard go just a few moments ago. They were busy all day resolving issues with the terminal space system and a battery issue. But from what we know, it is all go. We are now just waiting for the T-minus 10 minutes to begin.
And for all personnel, once we get that short purge verification, we'll verify that we are clear to go, and then we'll proceed with the terminal count.
As you heard, we are continuing to proceed with this historic go/no-go. That means
ECL time
it is
estimate.
about to begin.
About a minute.
Copy.
About a minute. Time estimate just reported, not even 2 seconds ago.
So we're going into the launch window, but not by much, it looks like. Just
As you
wrapping
heard.
up some final work. And once that's completed, you'll hear NASA Test Director Jeff Spaulding ask for the ground launch sequencer operator to go ahead and start the clock. The ground launch sequencer is an application software. It runs on top of the launch control system in the firing room, acts like a conductor of an orchestra, executing hundreds of commands in precise order and timing.
As you
It's all
heard,
autonomous.
NTD CCL 212, short purge initiations verified.
All
We have
copy
more
that, and
chatter.
we're verifying our constraints.
as you heard the NASA administrator, they're just finalizing some work, and then the timer should begin.
All right, and we're clear from cutouts. And with that, we're going to resume the clock momentarily. And CGLS, you can resume the clock on your mark.
GLS copies. 3, 2, 1, mark. GLS mainline has been initiated.
T-minus 10 minutes and counting.
All right, as you see now, T-minus
And that
10
begins
minutes.
terminal count. Our new T0 is 6:35.
T0 has begun.
6:35 p.m.
This is the official confirmation. We're counting down to liftoff of Artemis 2, and we will continue this countdown.
NASA Test Director Jeff Spaulding, who's directly managing the launch team, and Alex Bendelos, the GLS operator who closely monitors the software. He has the ability to stop and restart the countdown. A lot of people ask about whether there's a launch button. There certainly is not.
Flight and Rock, our new T0 is 223512.
Houston flight copies. Rock copies. 223512.
Affirm.
There you heard confirmation of the exact T0, 6:35 and 12 seconds p.m. Eastern Time. Again, our T0 is 6:35 and 12 seconds p.m. Eastern Time. But as I was saying, there's no launch button. This is autonomous. But there is a button that keeps you from launching, and that button allows the GLS operator to pause the countdown outside of terminal count and during terminal count and submit a hold to the next holding point. So the clock won't stop right away. If there's an issue, we'll go to the next stable holding point. This is how GLS configures the rocket and ground systems to a stable point where they can stop the countdown if that's needed. But right now, we are counting down. Our next big milestone, looking to retract the crew access arm.
GLS is go for crew access arm retract.
As you see in the top left corner, the timer. The crew access arm is moving away. This is good.
Launch abort system, and they'll begin arming that shortly.
They may not use the arm anymore as it's moving away. They have a
Of course, the launch abort system. Great shot there of the crew access arm retracting away. The launch abort system is the tower at the top, and that's what would pull Orion and its crew off the top of the rocket in case of an emergency, whether it's on the ground or in flight. This is critical safety hardware that protects the lives of the astronauts.
As you see, the arm has just moved away. The abort system is now active.
Starting at T-minus 6 minutes, the GLS will start bringing that and other high-energy systems online, starting with core stage pressurization.
That is what is going on. It was said by a NASA administrator.
Weather is 90% go. The range is go. All systems are go.
As you heard, all systems are go. T-minus
GLS is go for
6
core
minutes.
stage tank pressurization.
That means the replenish valve for the liquid hydrogen tank has now closed, and that tank is beginning to pressurize to flight levels because that hydrogen is naturally boiling inside the tank. We'll get the liquid oxygen tank a little later in the count. Now the team is waiting for verification that, if needed, the Artemis 2 crew could use the launch abort system to pull Orion safely off the top of the rocket in an emergency. Let's listen in for that call.
GLS verifies last capability available.
And CDR, do you copy?
CDR copies, last available.
That's great news, and you heard the NTD verify that with the commander of the mission.
GLS is go for FTS arm.
Now work is being done to arm the flight termination system. This is so the range safety can send a flight termination command if the rocket flies too far off track. There's a brief built-in delay so the launch abort system has time to pull the astronauts to safety
GLS is go for
first.
LH2 high flow bleed check.
All right, the high flow bleed check. That's so the cryo team gets verification that the RS-25 engines, all 4 of them, are in the proper temperature range for launch.
This is the moment, everyone. T-minus 4. At T-minus 3, we should expect some some more engine activity. T-1, we should expect the main engine to start. And at T-0, we expect liftoff.
GLS is go for core stage APU start.
Core stage APUs start. Those are auxiliary power units. High-speed turbines which provide pressure to hydraulic pumps that steer the RS-25 engines. We're going to see a gimbal test a little later at T-minus 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is what allows that to happen.
As you hear more activity from what sounds like
Coming up in
the
about
engine.
20 seconds, we're listening for go for purge sequence 4. That's a helium purge of the 4 core stage engines downstream of the propellant valve. This gets all the air and moisture out of there.
As you hear the NASA administrator talking about what we should expect.
GLS is go for purge sequence 4.
There it is. TLS
Moving
is
through
go.
the milestones. All is looking good.
As
Coming
you
up
heard, everything
in
is
just a few
looking good.
seconds, we're going to get that thrust vector control actuator test. This is a gimbaling of the engines.
We are closing in on the 6-hour mark of this CJD News special report for the live stream.
There are the 4 RS-25s, 3 of them Shuttle Heritage, 1 of them built from shuttle parts. And there you see them moving.
Once again, another historic moment. We are witnessing the engine starting from what it looks like.
Now we're going to start moving the power from both the upper stage and the lower stage of the rocket to internal, taking ground power away and now going to battery power.
Battery power.
GLS is go for upper stage to internal power.
That's another TLS's go. That's good.
All right, power is removed from the rocket's upper stage, the ICPS, and it's been switched to battery. Same milestone for the lower core stage coming up at T-minus 1 minute and 30 seconds. Right now, the 4-person Artemis 2 crew is 248,000 miles away from the moon. And if all goes well, they will fly by it in 6 days.
As you heard,
GLS is go for core stage to internal power.
we got the
All right, there's
TLS's
the
go.
rocket's core stage, which houses 3 flight computers, is now on its own power. There's no more hold time because there's no more margin on these batteries. So we would have to recycle back to T-minus 10 to recharge if we had a hold.
As you see the rocket carrying
1 minute.
takeoff. T-minus 1. T-minus
Right now,
1.
the rocket does not know what the T0 is, but coming up at T-minus 33 seconds, control shifts from the ground launch sequencer to the rocket's onboard autonomous launch sequencer, or ALS. The rocket will count itself down, but honor any holds that could come from the ground. Now, shortly after liftoff, Houston will take control of the rocket, and my colleague Gary Jordan will take over commentary.
GLS is go for ALS.
Great call.
TLS is
The
go.
rocket is on its own.
Less-
4 brave explorers ready to ride the most powerful rocket
Less than 30
NASA
seconds.
has ever launched.
Here it is.
Sound suppression water is flowing.
15.
And here we go.
Here we go.
10,
10, 9,
8,
8,
7.
7,
RS-25 engines lit. 4,
4, 3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Booster ignition.
Lift
And
off.
Lift off.
Lift off.
The crew of
Artemis 2 has
now bound
liftoff.
for the moon. Humanity's next great voyage begins.
Good roll pitch.
Roger, roll pitch.
Houston now controlling the flight of integrity on the Artemis 2 mission around the moon.
Integrity, AMT high.
This is a historic moment. Artemis 2 has launched. 2028, we go to the
Mission
moon.
Control Houston seeing good performance on the 4 main engines. Space Launch System core stage. Integrity, 3 miles in altitude. traveling more than 1,200 miles per hour.
Cheers from the audience erupt. Artemis 2 is officially
Mission elapsed time,
going.
passing 1 minute, approaching max Q.
On, Ponce de Leon.
Stan, we have you loud and clear on Ponce de Leon.
Have you the same?
Communication signal transfer confirmed as Integrity and its crew go supersonic. Approaching 90 seconds into the Artemis 2 mission. Integrity is 14 miles in altitude, 8 miles downrange, traveling more than 2,600 miles per hour. One minute 50 seconds of mission elapsed time, standing by for main engine throttle down to 85%, ahead of solid rocket booster separation expected at the 2-minute 9-second mark. We see throttle down. Confirmed separation. Main engine's throttling up, guidance converged.
Everything looks good.
Integrity, guidance converged, performance nominal, upper stage RCS ready.
Copy all, Stan.
Sounds like it's all going according to
Integrity,
plan.
SM priming complete.
SM priming complete.
2 minutes 45 seconds of mission elapsed time into the Artemis 2 mission. Thrusters on Integrity and upper stage confirmed in a ready state ahead of service module fairing separation. Three minutes into the flight, Integrity 49 miles in altitude, 78 miles downrange, now passing 5,000 miles per hour.
As you see the camera.
Standing by for launch abort system jettison.
Houston Integrity, good last jettison, great view.
Copy jettison, Team Eco 8+02.
We see the same on board, Stan.
And Houston has you loud and clear on TDRS at the Carmen line.
Outstanding, Stan, we have you the same.
3 minutes 50 seconds into the flight of Artemis 2, Wiseman, Glover, Cook, and Hansen cross the boundary to space with good comm checks. GPS signals acquired after last jettison now working on internal checks to verify accuracy. Flight Dynamics Officer analyzed the time of main engine cutoff, confirmed at 8 minutes 2 seconds, time of MECO.
At this time, the CJD News special report video will be concluded. This is the Artemis 2 launch live happening right now. This is a historic moment, and it will be landing back to Earth in 10 days. Once again, this has been a CJD News special report. I'm CJ. Stay tuned.